Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are finally going to get to reviving this beautiful 79 Chrysler Cordoba. Let's get at it, see what's under the hood. Alright guys, so the only thing I know about this car is that it's a 79 Chrysler Cordoba. It's my buddy's, it was his aunt's car, she died. His dad inherited it and it's just sat ever since. So let's take a peek under here and see if we can't figure out what's going on. It looks to me like it's either a 318 or a 360. Let's see if we can figure out by looking at these. This is a 318. I don't know if you can see it right there in that corner. It says engine 318-2. So that's pretty cool to start with. There's no telling what these are up here for. They're just stuff. So I guess let's do a quick walk around of this thing, let you guys soak it in. So here's the car and all of its beauty, and I know she may not be nothing too terribly special, but she is a late 70s early 80s Chrysler muscle car, I guess you'd say. I'm sure this thing was probably quite a bit more on the luxury side of things, but one of the worst things about the whole car is that the back window got knocked out by a rock and it got bagged up, and you guys know how that kind of wreaks havoc on things. The interior is, aside from smelly, it's pretty nice. It's pretty clean. I mean, it could clean up real easy. And our goal for this car, look at this, we got the manual windows. That's nice. Oh, smooth as butter. The goal for this car is to get it back where his dad can fix it up. Looks like it says 58,000. I don't know if it's gonna focus on that for you guys. 58,004.9, almost 5 miles. But the 5 is raised, so this might be 158,000. We've got ignition sticks. That's cool. Look at that. There ain't got no gas in it. It's an air conditioning car. Look at that. Little AC button right there. Beep. Boop. You know, the direction selector. Horn. Nope, it's these guys. These guys are the one. Common ashtray with cigarette lighter, chrome. Paperwork? Some sort? Okay, that's just registration. Like I said, I hope it's not the title because Mises will probably made it up. It's got a alternator gauge, an oil pressure gauge. Top one here is temp. Bottom one is fuel. Speedo. That's about all you need to know, I guess. Let's see if the engine's free. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can't grab a hold of this fan or something and find out if the engine spins over. I really don't know what these are for, but somebody set them down for some reason. Let's see. Oh, it's a clutch. No. Can I just grab the belt? Oh. No, I cannot. Okay. What about crank bolt? Oh, there's no way I'm getting. All right, so let's check the oil. Hey, look at that. It's right on the full mark. Looks decent. Doesn't even taste gassy. All right. Still got some viscosity on my tongue there. If I can get it in the hole. What about the cool knot here? Because we don't want it to be hot, we want it to be cool. Oof. If there's any in there, it's low. We'll have to remember that if we get it to crank over. Looks like the air cleaner is loose. And it looks like it's got some kind of funky... Oh, man. Okay, we're just gonna... Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Can you guys see that? Oh, man. Oh, man. Let me get you guys in there to soak that up a little bit. Sorry about the camera angles there, people. Okay, so this might need an overnight soaking. We're actually it can kind of move. Oh, the throttle even kind of moves. Okay, let me grab some looby dooby here. One can of the lube. Let's see if we can't get our precision straw to just, you know, yeah. Let's just hit everything, because there's no telling what is going on there. Looks like I need another can of lube. Okay, well, that'll do for now. Has it made anything better yet? I mean, it kind of moves, so I'm gonna put a battery in it, and I'll tell you what. I remember the first time I came over here and looked at this car to try to figure out where the battery is. You guys may not ever believe this, but the only reason I even noticed it was because it says POS right here and NEG right here for positive and negative. Sure enough, we lift that guy out of the way, and we got a negative cable here and a positive cable here. So, let me scrape those up and set a battery in and see what happens. Okay, so I apparently don't have any of my battery scrapers on me, but I do have a knife. So we're just gonna get some clean connection going on here. If I didn't mention it before, which I think I did in an update video, but a lot of you may not have seen it, these people that kind of own this car are body guys. So if I can get it running, driving, and stopping, they're going to fix all of the rust and whatnot that may not be on it. So my goal is to take this car that once ran and drove, and we're not really sure how long it's been. Nobody's really been able to give me a definitive answer. But we know it's been a while, so I brought one of these go handle batteries, because I don't know if you guys have ever tried to pick up a battery without a handle on it, but it's torture. They could torture you with that stuff. It's a die hard, you know, because who would ever die easy? And anyway, we are just gonna cross these battery connections up all kinds of crazy, just to see. Oh, key buzzer. We got a key buzzer. You just cooperate, please. Oh wow. Okay. Let's. I'm gonna go hit the key, and you guys keep an eye on the fan and pulleys there, and let me know if anything moves. Okay, so you know what? That really didn't sound terrible. So I'm going to do a quick lazy way of checking for spark. And the compression didn't sound awful, so let's be lazy. And we'll hit it with the dreaded brake clean. Now, there's a huge controversy about fogging down engines with brake clean, but it basically acts as ether, and I know this doesn't really have oils in it, stuff where ether does. People always complain about, you know, people fogging down engines with brake clean or ether, where in reality, a lot of times this stuff is so much more volatile than gasoline that if you're down low on compression on a cylinder or two, this may be the only way you can get the engine to fire. And once you get a couple of heat soaks in there and those rings break free, you're good to go. So I don't know. I don't like to do it, but I didn't have anything else prepped and ready. Oh. How many of you saw this at engine degreaser on it? Oh, we were trying to spray it in the engine. Let me go find some brake clean. I'll be right back. Okay, so while I did locate me some fire in a can, and yes, this is brake clean this time. My buddy, whose property I'm on right now, actually had a can of 2-cycle mix sitting over there. So I got me some fire in a bottle too. And yes, it looks very funny, but it's a heavy oil mix. So there's your upper cylinder lube, guys. Let's get back to trying to see if this thing will run. Okay, so fire in a bottle down here. I'm gonna take my battery cleaning tool. I'm gonna stab me a little hole in the center of this cap, like so, just like that, so that it'll spray a little bit of fuel out. See? And we're gonna try not to put way too much in here. Find out if this thing is gonna go or not. Well, I guess I could have made that hole better. Alright, so this thing's either gonna have spark, or I'm gonna be pulling that cap off to figure it out. No way. Okay, you guys saw it. It ran. So I'm gonna try to give it a little bit more, and might even take the lid off this time since our spray bottle is not all that great. Let's see if we can't make it run for a minute, and then I'll worry about disconnecting the fuel tank. Okay, that was probably way too much. Fireball season, maybe? So I think it's quitting when I let go of the key, which I think on Chrysler's is, I don't know if you can see it right there, that white thing with those 2 wires where my finger is, it's a ballast resistor. So I can attempt to just clean up the connections on it a little bit and try again. Maybe we'll get lucky. You know what? So actually, I think it's in the ignition switch, because if I hold the key in the right spot, it'll stay running without engaging the starter. Let me try that again. Yeah, way too much. Oopsie daisies. You guys see what I see? That is probably not good. Okay. Our battery's getting flat too, but I think it's a lot more important to find out what's coming out of the tank. Because It doesn't smell that bad. Let's see if I can get it to run again. So throttle blade's moving yet? No, not really. Well, kinda. Oh, kinda. Maybe that'll help. Let's see if we can get it before having to hook up jumper cables. I'm gonna put you guys away. You saw it run, so I'm gonna back up over here and get some cables on this battery, see if I can't get that throttle blade opened or freed up so that I can move it, and we'll find out if this car moves real quick, because the gas that came out of the tank didn't smell too bad, and he seemed to think that the last time it was driven was maybe 5 years ago. So let's I mean, the tank's not rusted out, so you know, let's see what we can figure out. All right, guys, look. All I did, I came over here and hit the key just to see if the jumper cables was doing a thing. And it lit off and ran. It started running, and fuel started puking up out of the carburetor. So I gave it one quick wrap with those pliers laying right there, and it stopped and was staying there running. So I shut it off, and we're gonna see if we can't get it to do it again. So I don't think the accelerator pump's working, so I'm gonna give it just a tickle, and watch this. I mean, it's got a vacuum leak around the throttle blade on the carburetor, but I mean, check this out. Check this out. I mean, it's been sitting at least 5 years. I mean, look how rusty the carburetor was. There's no way. So, let's, the motor sounds all right, other than a little bit of top end noise. Oil pressure's almost half, that's good. Alternator's charging. Temp's not come up yet. Fuel says empty, but I'm gonna believe otherwise. Look at this, the power steering works. The wheel steer. Does turn signals work? There's one. It's ticking. Oh yeah, can you guys see that? A little bit of smoke from me blowing the, oh, the tail lights on? The tail lights are, the brake lights are on because the brake pedal's pushed down. Front turn signal work? No. Remember, we can't run it too long. It doesn't have, well, maybe no coolant in it, but we'll hit the other turn signal and then we'll see if it'll move. Yeah, look, turn signal works. Brake lights on. All right. I don't think we have any sort of brakes because I pushed the pedal down. It went down soft and easy, but it, oh yeah, the booster's leaking, but the that's literally just there's no brakes. That's not cool. And that booster's leaking bad. I think that might be sealing back up. Does the throttle work? Nope. Oof. Moving this thing is going to be dangerous. Throttle does not work either, so cable's hung up. Parking brake's on. We'll move that. And I guess let's look in the reservoir real quick. It is plastic. There's some in there. That one's dry. Let me grab some brake fluid and see what it does. Well, I did find some antifreeze over here laying on the ground, so we're gonna pour that in. Okay, so the plug is out of the radiator, so coolant's a no-go. I'm gonna try to see real quick if the transmission moves, and that's probably where we're gonna end this episode. So let's go find out if it's got forwards and reverse. I think I'm gonna idle it down first. I also reconnected the gas pedal while I was there because I saw it was just laying there disconnected. Let's go put it in gear and see what happens. All right, it went in reverse, but the throttle pedal stuck down, so let's give it one more swing to see if drive works, and that's probably where we're going to end it for today. Oh, like a champion. There's reverse, neutral, drive, 2, 1, reverse, drive. Reverse, drive. Let's see if the parking brake works. Reverse. Oh, it does. Drive. Well, good. That means I can drive it with the parking brake. No horn, though. Blower motor works. The AC compressor kick on? No, it did not. Alright, we're going to shut it down before it turns up the motor. I don't want to blow a head gas to get her overheated or anything. But just listen. Just listen to how crisp that fires up. Oh, not that time. I mean, just like a sweet. Alright guys, so today we got this old abandoned Cordoba to start and run, even on its own fueling system. Like I can't even, there's no way this car's not been sitting for that long. I mean, you saw how rusty the carburetor was, but then again, it did break free. The plug's out of the radiator, so we can't run it anymore today. We've already exerted our limit there. And she's a little warm. You saw me put my hand over the cap before I poured the coolant in. That was checking to see if there was any pressure. Basically see if exhaust gases were coming up through the cooling system. There was not, so I don't think you're blowing a head gasket or anything, but there's a good heat cycle to get those rings back into place and just get everything operating properly, everything oiling. So we'll come back and get a plug in the radiator and get that throttle freed up a little more after it's had some time to soak, so that maybe I can actually control the throttle more than wide open or none at all. And maybe we can drive this up out of here and get it over to the shop where we can get the brakes done stuff. So if we can, you guys pushed me to 1,000 subscribers, likes and comments, I won't put a number on those, but if we can get up to 1,000 subscribers, I will push really hard to have the next video me driving this thing down the road. I will get the brake master or brake lines or whatever I got to do in order to take this thing for a drive and drive it up to its owner so that he can relive this thing for the glory that it is and put it back on the road where it belongs. So until then, doesn't cost you guys nothing. Just like, comment, subscribe, and please come back for the second part of this car, because I think this is going to mean a lot for him. Till then, peace, love, and chicken grease.